Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Next up in the Studless car brand series is this one. I am happy to introduce to you guys the Studless Hauler MK or Mark 1. Now that name, first of all, has a little story to it. There are two of our followers and we follow them as well on Instagram. If I may mention, shout out DeMarco 4 Stud, which is the one, and the other one is called Brick Nerd Customs. If you're trying to type it, it is all without spacing or underscores or dots. Just in one, DeMarco 4 Stud and also Brick Nerd Customs. Those two guys are really into the Ford Transit Mark 1 vans, and it's really fun because every time I see one of those Fords from one of them passing by on our timeline, I'm like, wow, that is really detailed and I would like to do that too. And well, it started off with one of the, to be clear by the way, the DeMarco 4 Stud always makes them 4 wide, and Brick Nerd Customs even makes these 8 wide as Lego vehicles. So I think he's really bananas about the scale of the new Speed Champions because they will fit his cars perfectly. But anyway, Brick Nerd Customs shared one of his Ford Transit Mark 1 minivans, and it was a milk van. It was really detailed, so I replied with something like, whoa, that is awesome. Would you also do a 6 wide? And he was like, well, do it yourself, just try. And I never thought I would be able to, but I did try, and I'm kind of happy with the outcome. So you're looking at it, and I went kind of nuts on the back of the car, because normally this would be a van, right? But the most work was in the front, getting the scaling right and the right lights and the right top with the flow of this and here. But then I went nuts and I was like, whoa, let's create one bag for it. And when I got that one finished, I was like, well, let's create another bag for it, which is this one. Both have tail lights, as you can see, and well, if you wonder why this thing is called the Hauler, it's like you call and we haul. This is a car for a moving company. As you can see, within that flatbed it has a lot of space. For example, I got me a few chairs, and this gets to go down so you can easily load them up. Whoop. And I continue the flow of this gray thing in the backside of the flatbed, and with these little fences I can go around, and it is truly a studless vehicle. So when it's studless, it gets to be called a studless car. If it's not, then it's not. So this is for the flatbed, and this one, it is the higher backside. This is for bad weather, I guess. There, oh, let me fix that real quick. I don't know why Lego makes these. Maybe I need to put something underneath. 'Cause if you want to put it down, it's really tight. Anyway, you can load up from this side and from this side, and halfway there is actually this big door which opens, and oh look, I don't know, can you guys tell what is in there? Is it clear to see, or should I light it a bit? Look, more chairs. I didn't add anything in bulk which would resemble someone moving stuff, so I used a lot of them chairs. But this bag is also filled with chairs. To show you how this is. Oh yeah, and this can come off, of course, including the sides. Yeah. As you can see, it has a lot of space on the inside, and this is the top of the van with the door integrated, and I could just place this back in there on top of it, so the door is back in position. Of course, it has indicator lights on the sides, and also for alarming right when they are blocking the streets. You need to have something to warn everyone. And here also those rear lights. Now there's one thing I'm really happy about, is that this is not just a Studless hauler Mark 1, which resembles the Ford Transit Mark 1, but it is also a really powered up vehicle. And let me pop the hood. When you look inside, you see that? It is fitted with a Mustang engine. Look at that! This is definitely customized. A Mustang engine inside a Ford Transit from, I guess, well, late 60s? Unbelievable. So, you can choose which backside you want to use. This is of course for the worst weather, and when everything fits inside here and underneath here. And of course the other one is not only when the sun is shining, but also very suited if you wanted to move really big things. You could just use those fences, this fence structure, to wrap your rope around a big pile of, well, for instance, these little brown chairs. If you wonder how I got to such amount of brown chairs, ask the Lego store which placed them in the pick-a-brick wall. So, this in short is our little review on this Studless hauler Mark 1. Thank you for watching this video, and just, well, hang around for a little bit, because then you'll get some other videos to click on. And of course, don't forget something with likes and subscribes, and look up those two guys on Instagram, the Marco 4 Stud and Brick Nerd Customs.
This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Jack Brick. If you like our videos, subscribe and hit on that bell so you'll be sure you are not going to miss out on our next video. See you in Brickstow.